Hello and welcome to Money Time at Money9, and here is all the personal finance news for the last day of the week. We kick things off with some bad news. What's that? Well, here it is. The RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has increased the repo rate by 0.5% to 5.4% on Friday. This means that the EMI you pay on home loans, auto loans and other types of loans will further increase in the time to come. In the current financial year, the Apex Bank has already hiked the repo rate by 1.4%. According to CPI data, retail inflation in the country has been above RBI's tolerance level of 6% for the last 6 months. Retail inflation for the month of June stood at 7.01%. Up next, more bad news coming from the RBI, and this time it is on inflation. The Reserve Bank of India on Friday said that it has not revised the forecast for retail inflation for the whole of the current financial year. The RBI, in its previously held meeting with the Monetary Policy Committee, had projected retail inflation at 6.7% for FY23. The RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has also said that whether food prices will increase or decrease in the country, it will very much depend on the sowing of paddy crops and international crude oil prices. Das also said that pulses and egg inflation has fallen impressively. He hoped that the rise in food prices would have already peaked out in the country. However, he admitted that till December, retail inflation would remain above 6%. And now some news that will make your time in the kitchen happy. Fortune Cooking Oil, Imami's Health and Tasty and Best Choice Cooking Oil and Ruchi Soya's Cooking Oil are further going to become cheaper in the country. Yes, you heard it right. Edible oils like mustard oil, sunflower oil, soya bean oil of the Fortune brand is going to become further cheaper. According to media reports, a senior government official has said that cooking oil can become further cheaper by 8 to 10 rupees per litre. On an average, the prices of edible oil in the country have recently fallen by up to 50 rupees per litre. After a long time, you're getting to pay relatively low price for cooking oils. Edible oil prices had been ruling at very high levels since the past 1 year. Of late, government has taken a lot of efforts to provide some relief to the households. It seems that the move is paying back now. And now if you live in Delhi NCR, then this news might upset you. You will now have to pay higher prices on piped cooking gas connection at your home. The price of cooking gas piped to household kitchens in the national capital and adjoining cities have been increased by 2.63 rupees per unit. In less than 14 days, prices of piped cooking gas have increased by close to 5 rupees in the national capital. The people of Delhi will now have to pay 50.59 rupees per unit for using piped cooking gas in their kitchens. When we compare PNG prices in New Delhi as compared to that in the adjoining areas, then we find that PNG is currently the cheapest in Gurugram. PNG will be retailed at Gurugram under 50 rupees per unit, while it will be retailed at more than 50 rupees in Noida, Greater Noida and Ghaziabad. And over the last few days, there has been huge confusions regarding GST rates levied on various types of services. Well, what is that? According to one news publication, the Finance Ministry has come out with a lot of clarifications on this matter. You are not required to pay any GST over and above the penalty fees in case of dishonor of a check. You are not required to pay any GST if you violate traffic laws. Of course, you will still be required to pay penalties if you violate any traffic laws. Further, GST will be levied on penalty of late payment of tariff plans and insurance premiums. Also, you have to pay GST if you cancel your travel bookings. We hope this clears all your doubts regarding what rates would apply on various types of services. And looks like the Chinese are on a roll when it comes to smartphones. An intelligence group, Cyber Media Research, has released a report on India's smartphone industry. Let's look at some of the insights of this report. In India, from April to June of the current calendar year, most people bought smartphones of Chinese smartphone manufacturer Xiaomi, after which people bought smartphones of Samsung, then Realme, Vivo and Oppo. When it comes to smartphones which are priced above 50,000 rupees, most number of people have bought smartphones of Apple. And when it comes to feature phones, most number of people again bought feature phones of another Chinese firm, Itel. Whether it's feature phone or smartphones, local smartphone manufacturers are still lagging away behind their Chinese counterparts. And if you're looking to avail 5G services, make sure to turn up the volume for this news. Ravinder Thakkar, who is MD and CEO of Vodafone Idea, has said that Vodafone customers will have to pay a higher amount if they want to buy 5G tariff plans in the country. He has also said that even 4G tariff plans are going to get costlier towards the end of the current calendar year. Few days ago, a global market research firm had said that Vodafone Idea customers might get to use 5G services only in the later phases of the rollout. Airtel and Reliance Jio customers will be the first one to get 5G services in India. Up next, we have some news for all those stock market investors out there. If you invest in stocks, then you must have been tracking where FIIs have been investing or what they are selling in the equities market. According to newspaper Business Standard, in the month of July 2022, FIIs mostly bought FMCG, telecom and capital goods stock, while they mostly sold shares of IT, oil and gas, metal and mining sector. According to experts, uncertainties surrounding margin and valuation of IT firms have made FIIs susceptible on the sector. And we wrap up today's Money Time with some news on Demat accounts. Active Demat accounts in India is nearing 10 crore mark. According to CDSL, there are more than 7 crore active Demat accounts on its platform, while there are less than 3 crore Demat accounts registered on another depository of the country, that is NSDL. The number of active Demat accounts on both these platforms have reached close to the 10 crore mark. CDSL MD and CEO Neil Vora has said that the number of active Demat accounts reaching close to the 10 crore mark is encouraging for the entire ecosystem of the India's securities market. Investors from various states and union territories in India are now contributing to the country's growth story. That's all for today on Money Time at Money9. For more such news like this, keep watching Money9 English's YouTube channel. Do download Money9's app on iOS and Google Play Store. Do like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.